With this BT Right Now update, I'm John Luck. The townspeople went to the Academy building to learn the state of the town that they live in.
This past year here in the town of Bridgewater has been a period that what has taken place may determine where we are in 5, 10, or even more years beyond.
The council president also talked about volunteers and the important roles they've served over the past year.
For the first time this year in the Commonwealth, we had early voting held right here in this room. It took place just after this building opened. 4,809 voters here in Bridgewater voted during this early voting period, and another 8,331 voters voted on Election Day. But just for early voting, although supervised by our capable town clerk, Marilee Hunt, and her staff, all the poll workers during this early voting period were volunteers. Civic involvement in a community like ours is key.
Town Manager Michael Dutton and President Gallagher also addressed the once strained, now improving relationship between the town and Bridgewater State University.
When I arrived in Bridgewater, and what I mentioned then holds true today, the university and the town rely on each other. The better the quality of education, the better the town does. The better the town does, the better quality of student and faculty the university can bring to our community. It's a symbiotic relationship that I think we continue to improve each year, and for my part, I'm very proud of the strides that we've made over the past several years.
The town of Bridgewater and Bridgewater State University has a great relationship. The history may show a rather rocky one, but I think at this time it is as strong as ever. I have always told those who have asked that I believe having Bridgewater State University as part of our community is and always will be an asset.
2017 and 2018 will have a lot on the town's agenda. However, the town manager and council president told the town that the list starts with them.
All of this needs input from the entire community, volunteers, etc. And I call out to everyone in our community that if they are not involved, to get involved, serve on a committee. We have many openings, and we need your input more so than at any other time.
But our success in meeting the constant demands of municipal government will depend on the dedication of our elected leaders and our staff and our volunteers.
Town meetings that were available for viewing on Channel 22 will now be seen on Channel 9. Channel 22 is experiencing audio difficulties, so the channel will serve solely as a community notes channel. Council meetings will be available on Channel 9 on Sundays at 2:30 p.m. and Thursdays at 7 p.m., and school committee meetings will be available on Channel 9 on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 2 p.m., and both meetings will be available anytime online at btvaccess.com in HD quality. We continue our Candidates Corner series this week as we focus on the BR School Committee seat in Rainham, which Bridgewater voters will vote on. Kevin Marrera and Louis Diamarino will vie for the seat, while Bridgewater's candidate Lillian Holbrook is running unopposed. Today we hear from Louis Diamarino.
Hello, my name's Louis Diamarino and I'm running for the Bridgewater Rainham Regional School Committee. I'm 33 years old. I grew up in Bridgewater. I've been married for almost 6 years now to my lovely wife, Kate. We have 2 children, a 3-year-old boy and a 3-month-old daughter. As I said, I grew up in Bridgewater. I went through the school system, graduated from BR in 2002. I'm running for school committee because I've always been invested in the youth of our community. I was part of the Bridgewater Little League for a number of years. After my playing career ended at 12, I coached with my father, and I umpired up until I left to go pursue my Master of Arts degree at SUNY Stony Brook. After high school, I did go and achieve my Bachelor of Arts in Political Science at Sacred Heart University. As I said, I attended Stony Brook, the State University of New York at Stony Brook, and achieved a Master of Arts in Public Policy. Recently, in 2014, I completed my Juris Doctorate and graduated with honors from the University of Massachusetts School of Law in Dartmouth. I passed the bar later on that summer. For the past 3 years, I've been fortunate enough to work for a small firm in Rainham on Route 44, Cohen Cleary, PC. I practice employment and labor law. I do probate work, and I feel that my experience in law, as well as my professional experience when I was living down in Long Island working for a county legislator, will be of value to the school district. I've learned how to interpret laws, how to create policy, how that policy affects years down the road, not just immediately, but we're talking about 3, 4, 5 years down the road, and how to map that out. I feel that that is essential when we're dealing with our children and making sure that they can have the best education possible. I look forward to serving the children of Bridgewater and Rainham. I look forward to rolling up my sleeves and going to work for them. I believe that the schools and our children's education are right up there in importance after our emergency services. Once the police and the fire department are taken care of, right after that, the schools are priority because of our children's education. My parents raised me to believe that it takes a community to raise a child, and that is something that I've always lived by. That's why I was involved in the youth athletics and also getting back involved now that I'm back around and living in Rainham. I want to give back to the community that gave so much to me, the school district that allowed me to pursue my dream of becoming a lawyer. And I want to ensure that our children's futures can mirror that. I consider myself a success story from the district, and I want to make sure that that is more students can say that they greatly benefited from the school district. I thank you, and I hope that I can count on your vote on April 22nd.
BTV will hold a candidates forum which will feature the candidates for the Rainham seat on the BR School Committee. Town Manager Michael Dutton and Bridgewater Rainham Superintendent Derek Swenson will also appear on the program, which will be available on BTV and BTVAccess.com. 20 years ago this weekend, New England had a big joke played on it by Mother Nature. Just 24 hours after very warm temperatures ruled the region, one of the biggest snowstorms in New England history took over. We decided to go back in time to show you what we saw in this unique look at the April Fool's storm.
Now for our top story. New England is known for its unpredictable weather, and that held true this past week as Mother Nature played her April Fool's joke on us, dropping 24 inches of snow on the area. The blizzard left some people snowed in for days. When people are stuck indoors for too long, they can start to suffer from cabin fever. And we think that's exactly what happened to Bill Messina.
Okay, it's springtime in New England, and I'm not going to let any little April Fool's blizzard stand in my way of getting out of the house.
That's okay, because it gave me the opportunity to go and find out how some people were dealing with the storm.
Ladies, I noticed you're out having a nice walk today, and
Walk today. We are. It's beautiful out. It's a lovely day.
that's right. And we're all New Englanders here, so this is not
Right, sure. We've got 20 feet of snow in front of the driveway, and that's just great. And the car is stuck down there, and God knows how long it's going to be there too.
Well, not everybody was enjoying the snow, because somebody's got to pick that snow up.
It's really heavy though. It's hard to move. We got on it. We started about Monday night, 9:30. We went out and we've just been at it. What's today? Wednesday. So we're still going. I got about 4 more to do now, and we're gonna wind up hopefully this afternoon. People just keep calling though. They don't want to shovel it.
Just moved here from Virginia.
Well, in August, yes.
Okay. Now, what do you think of us New Englanders here? This is springtime in New England.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yes. Yes, I noticed. It looks the same as winter, right?
Yeah, there isn't a lot of difference.
Only more snow.
Right. Great. What do you think? No school today?
No.
Are you happy about that?
Yes.
What have you been doing today?
Playing out in the snow.
And sledding?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to do in the snow?
Sledding.
And sledding seemed to be the sport of choice on this snowy spring day.
Still kind of weird to see John Myers with hair, but nevertheless, we move on. With this BTV Storm Team 9 forecast, here's Jeff Fowler. We'll look at some precipitation coming in on Saturday, April 1st, just like another storm that was on April 1st. Just saying. Jeff, over to you.
Well, John, 1997, back when John Myers had hair. That's quite a long time ago, and that hair is long gone now. So is the rain we've had over the last 24 hours. It is slowly clearing out. The struggle's been real, but we are starting to dry out with some seasonal weather on tap for tomorrow, and then we will turn stormy here again by the time we get into Friday. In fact, we do have winter storm watches effect now, north and west of 495, and there could be some accumulating snow. Why? It's because we have a storm system here. It's right now making its way across the country, but here on Thursday, it's going to start to slowly expand towards New England. You can see we'll have some severe thunderstorms out here, and it's generally down towards Kentucky and maybe moving into Virginia by the end of the day, and a little bit of snow mixing in along the Great Lakes and towards New York and Pennsylvania. So by the time we get to Friday, the system's going to move to the east, but it's also going to redevelop just south of New England. And that may keep some colder air tapped in for a little bit longer. So if it comes down hard enough here on Friday, especially Friday evening, it could be in the form of snow, even down towards the coastal plain. Here in Bridgewater, maybe a dusting, maybe a little bit more on the grassy surfaces at times. But again, as we go well off to the north and west, especially if headed towards ski country, that's where you could see a little bit of snowfall here, especially again Friday night into Saturday morning. For the rest of us, we'll start to clear out Saturday afternoon. Sunday looks like a drier day here, and a bit warmer too as we get back into the 50s by early next week.
Thanks, Jeff. Over the past 5 years, there's been a program on BTV that went by the name of Out of Bounds. We gave our small town views on the big town sports, and we are bringing it back right here to BTV right now. And right now, we're talking about Roger Goodell coming back to Foxborough. So let's see if I remember how to do this. I'm John Luck with Corey Cloud, and this is Out of Bounds, kind of a reinvigorated Out of Bounds, as we're going to talk about some of the bigger stories that have happened over the weekend. Well, we've had some time to talk about some of the biggest sports stories, and we're going to start with Roger Goodell. And this goes back to the last time we were actually on Out of Bounds.
Right, 4th of July.
Right. This stems back to the Deflategate, and Roger Goodell has announced that he will be at the opening night game for the Patriots on Thursday night, the Thursday after Labor Day. This will be the first time Roger Goodell has been at Gillette Stadium since the Deflategate saga. So, Roger Goodell returning to Foxborough, your thoughts?
Well, I think it's overdue. He definitely should be there. It's the opening night of the league, which would be a Thursday night. It's the only Thursday night game that I think really is, religiously watched. And it's the reigning Super Bowl champions. I think he definitely should be there. And suck it up if they are going to give you crap and boo you. That's just life. You have to get over it and just kind of stand up to it. I mean, nobody's going to be happy about him being there because of the drama and stuff that I think he brought on himself. So, be a man, suck it up. You're making $40 million a year. I think you can take a couple boos and maybe a hot dog thrown at you. Even though he's not going to be anywhere near that, and he's going to be locked up in a cage with Robert Kraft.
There's not going to be a steel cage match coming down.
No, but he'll be perfectly safe. So I don't know why he really cares.
Right. I think this comes after what happened after the Super Bowl, because remember, he got booed really out of the stadium at the NFL's biggest game. The commissioner of the game gets completely destroyed as far as the fan base and the booing goes. So I think that kind of helped him into this decision. He realized that most likely he's going to be the commissioner for the next 10 to 15 years because he's helped this league as far as money goes. I mean, they probably doubled or tripled what they were worth before he was commissioner. So now that the league has really started to come into this cash monster, I think that really helps out with him feeling like that he can stay for a long time. And if he's going to do that, he has to go back to Gillette Stadium, the place where this whole Deflategate saga started. And once he goes back there on Thursday night football, I think at that point, Deflategate is over. And again, we'll have Out of Bounds every week on BTV Right Now, and we'll also be on Bridgewater This Week coming up later on this year. Thanks for watching this BTV Right Now update. I'm John Luck.